make it. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I so short, spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. One, we'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as Week 3 gets underway. Return coming from the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
This is Walker on 2nd. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, 1 yard to go. He's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a BYOB. You got to be your own blocker. It would have taken the entire defense piling on to stop him from getting that 1st down. Well done.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Milrow looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Still on the move, throwing down the right sideline.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Toss play, this is Walker. Down the sideline to the 45. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
A successful opening drive, nearing field goal range now. It's 1st down at the 41. Here's Milrow to throw. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Pete Werner has it. And the Saints get the football on the 1st turnover of the contest. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First off, well, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate, in this game of adjustment.
Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Pistol now for Milroe. That one's incomplete over the middle.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Milroe from the gun. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Alontae Taylor has it. So their second drive ends just the way their first one did, Brock. And if you are the coach down there, man, you've got to be fuming.
Yeah, so frustrated, right? 2 drives in, you still can't get your game plan at all. Not a series you're going to keep ending prematurely. You don't want to be playing behind schedule right from the start of the game, which is exactly where they found themselves.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
Okay, you know what a run like that does for everybody? For the play caller, for the O-lineman, for the offense. It just gives you confidence.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st down now, ball on the 39-yard line. Staying with Walker. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing now, Milroe. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Gets everything he has under this throw. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down. Seahawks bring it out the punt team, and he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Hand off to Sampson. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Rattler to the air now. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Throw on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Big gain downfield. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints making a 12-point game in the first. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all his own coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're 1st and 3. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Defense had a chance to scheme it up, now lined up to defend this try. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. So they didn't call on him following the touchdown, but they do call on him here as he sends this away. Has this at the 6. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. First call here coming from the shotgun. Go play action here. It's Milrow. Rolling left, buying some time. He tucks it and takes off. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment, made it the perfect time for the 1st down.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Shotgun now for Milrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They gain 14 on the play, and the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Hand off to Walker from the gun, and they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the 1st. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. 12-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter, Seahawks football here. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. From the gun, Milrow. That heater is going to fall to the turf. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. And they continue to trail by 12.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. It just did not work out this time around.
A handoff here to Sampson. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Finds his fullback. He's still going at the 30. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Sampson. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Mevis able to knock it through. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Now it's Milrow. To the left, he's got Arroyo. It's a gain of 12 there. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Walker now from the gun. Escapes a defender. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. Milrow now to throw. He's going deep. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. To the air, Milrow. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
On 3rd down, Walker. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Running right with Sampson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This time it's a passing play. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
On the carry, it's Sampson. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
First down throw here from Milrow. Hits his running back. Now he's past the 25. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line. Seahawks in their hurry-up offense. They need to get everyone to the line. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Saints make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, Brock, they get an early opportunity here inside the red zone, but nothing comes of it after that interception.
Yeah, no question, Kate. You expect that this won't be the last chance or the last time to get in the red zone. This will or that it ends in a pick. They're going to take that Microsoft Surface tablet. Everybody is. They're going to pull that play up, and most importantly, they're going to try to identify what happened so it doesn't happen again.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, starting the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. A give to Sampson here up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Rattler setting to throw. That's incomplete left side.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Rattler. And it's caught by Prather. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. The 3rd quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 46. Escapes the pocket. Connects on one to Jamison Williams. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. All right, here we go. 2nd down. He'll call his own number. He's got to gain a 6 there. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Milrow throwing on 3rd down. Complete to Walker on the check down. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They'll go from the gun with Edwards. And this run's overwhelmed. They drive him backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Finds his back complete. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down. Looking to throw, Rattler. He lofts it deep left. And he brings it in for a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints grow the lead now to 22 points. Nevis ready to send this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Off the play fake, Milrow. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throw on 3rd down. Chased out to his right. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Saints to the line now. First and 10. Here's Sampson. He'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Christian Wilkins.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 23. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
They'll run. Here's Sampson. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Saints who have possession, Brock, and they can probably go on cruise control with that lead. Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. This is brought in. Big gain for Smith and Jigba. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle 3rd, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were and to QB just nailed it.
And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Offense up to the line fast. 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2. Second and goal, here comes the option. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
On the move, headed right. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So it seems like either way they were getting a 4th down here, but this way cost them some extra yardage too.
Hey, I get you want to avoid a possible turnover by forcing it down the field, but it's really hard to find a scenario where 10 yards and a loss of downs is the better outcome.
Desperation time here on 4th. Throwing deep for the end zone, and he won't come through on 4th and goal. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Motioning one of the tight ends. 1st down, here's Sampson. Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. So out now comes the punter. And they could really use a good one here. Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Milrow. Completed over the middle. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Milrow with it on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it and nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Milrow from the gun. Quick slant, that's Williams. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Working quickly here. Here's Milrow, 1st and 10. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Getting out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. The Seahawks offense, look at this. They aren't leaving the field, lining up and going for 2. And no connection on the 2-point try. It failed.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Wow, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. On 3rd down, they'll go with Sampson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Trying to throw here out of the gun. It's a big strike to Hill. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
It's one of those situations that I really can't critique the defensive call at all. I mean, the X's and O's were everything you want, but unfortunately, the Jimmies and Joes, in double coverage of that tight end, couldn't get it done.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Saints looking at a 3-0 start to the season. 1st and goal now as they try to pad this lead. Here's Martinez. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints have likely locked up the win right there. Nevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints stretch the lead to 23. Nevis ready to send this one away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Pistol now for Milrow. Trying to push it deep downfield. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off a defense at any time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, Milrow. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately.
And they pick him off again. That is Caleb Ransom. And the Saints are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Okay, that's just one of those situations that is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
So this a win on the road for the Saints. Well, Brock, I think it's safe to say that the top-ranked defense in the NFL probably going to take a couple of hits to its status after this one. We have not seen an opponent score against them like this very often, if at all, this season.
Yeah, I think what it shows you too, Kate, is even for an elite defense, there's still holes and weaknesses to be found and taken advantage of. It took a whole bunch of effort, some great masterful game planning. This offense found ways to score against a pretty salty defensive unit.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from Seattle.